Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Before I get started, there was some issues on this job. It had nothing to do with me. It was the manufacturer of the tiles. I'm putting big format, as you can see. I'll get into that a little bit later on. So in the meantime, you know that I pre-cut all my Ditra and I set it aside, wet my floor, first vacuum, then wet your floor, and then start laying each course. Make sure you number everything so you don't get sidetracked. And always put pressure on your Ditra as well. And after this stage, I'll come back the next day and I'll flash it. And I'll explain that a little bit later to you. So just give me a second here and we're almost there. You're going to want to make sure that there's no air bubbles in that Ditra as you apply pressure. And actually don't ever step on it. See what I'm doing? I'm using pieces of wood to glide around there. So this is the next day, and this is called flashing. So I use a Mapai Ultraflex 2 to install the Ditra and to flash. So the reason why I do this flashing is because I get the air bubbles out of the pockets, and I'll come back the next day and it's a lot easier for me to use my string lines. If you have a laser line, by all means guys, whatever you're comfortable with, use them. But I'm old school and I put multiple string lines because I want to make sure the rooms are squared. And I just like to say kudos to the framer. He did an amazing job on this house. Okay, well, I'm almost there. And I'll explain what happened here. But let me explain. I want to have a full tile on 2 entranceways. And I'll explain that just in a second. Okay, so this is my shower base. I'm prepping this up as well. I use Curdy board for my outer to hold the cement in. And I have 2 pails. One Ultraflex 2 Mapai and one Mapai 4:1 cement. So I use the Ultraflex a little bit on the floor just to have a good bond for the 4:1 cement. I like this cement because the next day I can use my trowel and I can get that shower base dead nuts by scraping it. And I will make a video of that to explain that a little bit better. So this is the next day. And what I'm doing is my Curdy band first. And then I'm going to overlap with my Curdy corners. So I'm using 2 Curdy corners and 1 outside corner. And also make sure you put your band from your shower base onto your Ditra, just to overlap it for water safety. So I pre-cut everything for this the Curdy. I set it aside and I'm just starting to glue everything together. I have posted videos of slow motion of live for me explaining of how I put my Curdy. You can see that in the loft shower. If you search around, you'll find it there. And just make sure you always get all your bubbles. Use your hands flat and rub it around that Curdy just to make sure you don't have bubbles. And if you feel a bubble, just apply pressure on the trowel. Okay, you see all that? That was 4 foot by 4 foot tiles. And we had to switch the tiles to this 2 foot by 12. For some reason, those 4 foots, they were off. And I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 installs of the 4 foot by 4 foot. And I stopped and I refused to lay those tiles. They were horrible. They were off by like a 1/4 inch, 1/8, 1/16. So I just refused and we got it all corrected. The owners were really happy that I stopped. You see how I have a full at that front door? And I also have a full tile at that closet area that's going into the closet, that other door. I like to have 2 fulls at entranceway. So yeah, so that took me 7 hours to take those 6 tiles out. It was on there really good. And as you can see, my Ditra hasn't been disturbed or anything, so the products I use are really good. I do also switch over to Schluter All Set as well. But this one here, I use the Mapai Ultraflex 2. And you're going to need a suction cup or two people to help you out. But I use this grab all suction cup to help me install the tile. Always make sure, guys, use your half notch trowel on this for the install, and always back butter. If you don't back butter, you're going to have problems that it will fail. You have to back butter. It's not like the olden days, so where you just wet the back of the tile. I would stay away from that. Back buttering is a lot better than wetting the back of your tiles. Make sure you always have your levels. You know how I am with the levels. Have them across. Usually I have 5 levels on the floor. It's insane. I know I have issues, but those levels are my best friends, and they always tell me the truth. So, and we're getting close, and I'll bypass that time lapse for the finish that section there, because I have to come in the next day. It's hard to walk through there. So let that set those 2 courses. Come back the next day, fill in that gap. Please come back, and I'll show you how to install the shower tile as well as a better bench. Thank you, guys. Love you all, and have a good day. Bye.